Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. I don't know what this was. Yeah, so today I thought I'm gonna do like a get ready with me and talking about my PCOS story beginning and how it's going. So I just wanted to start with like, just fresh hair, no makeup or anything, just to kind of show you how it looks like. When you have PCOS, it can be difficult. So there are certain symptoms of PCOS. Actually, I changed my settings a bit, so hopefully it looks better with the lighting. Let me know. So certain symptoms, I'll just give you like the basic symptoms. They are irregular periods or no periods at all. Difficulty getting pregnant as a result of irregular ovulation and failure to ovulate. Excessive hair growth, that means on your face, on your body, not your head. Weight gain, thinning of hair and hair loss from your scalp. Oily skin or acne. My symptoms were all of that, literally all of it. It started very early, so I'm just gonna show you how it looks on the outside. So my skin's actually okay today, but acne, hairy face, all of that, like major sideburns. I've not shaved it off yet, or hair removal, whatever, so that's what it is. So that's the hairy stuff, hairy all over my body too. And then the hair thinning, like I've had a lot of hair loss, like lots of hair loss. I used to have really bad acne on my chest. These are my physical symptoms. So let's start getting ready, shall we? So I got this Illamasqua hydrating hydrogel gel. I got it in one of my glossy boxes. It smells alright, so I'm gonna use that as my primer today. Starting off with the usual, my Makeup Revolution orange corrector. I'm just gonna do a simple look as I'm getting ready to go to Asda. So my PCOS started from quite early. I think I was like 14 when I realized something is wrong. Like why am I not getting all my period and stuff? So yeah, I went to the doctor, but this is when I was in Germany. I went to the doctor and I said I'm not getting my period, and he said, well, I'm still young, it's still gonna regulate and blah blah blah. So I just didn't think much of it. Then once we moved to England, I realized this is getting worse. I'm gonna mix my NARS and Pat McGrath again. So yeah, I thought this was getting worse, it's not getting any better. And I think from the ages of, I think I was like from age 18, I went to the doctor again as I was gaining weight. I was like, this isn't me. Sorry, my rattly brush. I was like, oh, this isn't me. I'm clearly not as good as my sister when it comes to doing a story time and doing makeup at the same time. I can't concentrate. Anyway, so yeah, I went to the doctor. I was age 18 or 19. And I was like, this isn't me, I'm gaining weight, something is wrong. I could just feel it. When you have the instinct to say like, oh, there is something wrong with your body, then you are right, because you know your body the most. Like, you know your body well. Yeah, I went to the doctor and I said that, and he goes, so this is an Asian, so Indian, or yeah, sorry, Pakistani doctor. He's quite old actually. And this is our GP. I go to him and he's like, no, I kid you not, he goes, you're just shapely, and goes like this. He does that. Seriously? Like, how unprofessional, right? But I still kept pestering him, and I kept looking up stuff online, which I know you shouldn't, but I just kept looking online. I thought maybe it was like a thyroid issue, so I asked him to do a blood test and check all of that, and I went back to him and he said, no, everything is okay. So that was just his answer. He just said like, everything is fine, and he just said, oh, just work out, just lose weight. This is my first time trying this, so yeah, it's been a long time since this came out, but this is my first time trying it. Oh, here we go. So this is in the color nude. It's a bit bright. So yeah, the doctor just said, you're shapely, that's it. He did the blood test and then he called me back in and he said everything's normal. So when I thought it was a thyroid, it's like some T cells, something like that. I'll put the information somewhere here where you can see it, but yeah, so he said nothing's wrong. So I go on with my life thinking it's all in my head, but all of a sudden I'm gaining weight. And of course all he said was, I'm just gonna start blending it out. All he said was, oh, well, since you're not getting your period, then I'm just gonna give you the pill. So that's literally all I did, just take the pill, and I was on the pill for at least 10 years. What do you think of the concealer? I'm gonna use my Charlotte Tilbury. Okay, I get it. So the closer I get, the color looks weird. Anyway, I'm gonna use my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish in medium with that same sponge. So at this point, we've moved, we've changed the GP, so I have a different doctor. Again, a male doctor. And what does he do? He tells me, no, it's in my head, just carry on taking the pill. And then after I finished uni, I actually moved to London and I got this job at an American firm. And whilst I was overseas, because they sent me over to America to do my training, work, blah blah blah, all of that. And whilst I was over there, I started my period, and next thing you know, I was on my period for over a month. And when I got back to England, I eventually just went to urgent care at the hospital. I'm gonna use my Moon Prism blush, and I'm gonna use these two shades, which is Spacey and Stargaze. Actually, I'm just gonna use Spacey, this one here. Just using a fluffy brush. So now at the hospital, I only went because I thought I was gonna pass out because I was bleeding so much. I've been bleeding for over a month at this point, like maybe 5 weeks. And at the hospital, the doctor just asked me what's going on, and I said, well, I've been bleeding, I feel like I'm gonna pass out. So then he booked me in to do a blood test, said I have like a low iron count or whatever. So they gave me tablets for my iron, of course, as you're losing so much blood. And then he gave me a tablet to stop my period. So I took that, stopped the period, and a couple days later, as soon as the period stopped, I had to go to the hospital again to do an ultrasound scan. The nurse was really nice. She did the scan. At this point, I've done some more research. I've also at this point gained 20 kilos. 20 kilos. I was shook, trust me. The thing is, I didn't stop gaining weight. I carried on gaining weight. But anyway, at this point I've gained 20 kilos. So I went from like about 50 something kilos to like 70 something kilos. Yeah, so the nurse was talking to me and she's just looking. She goes, what do you think it is? At this point, like I said, I've done some research and I was like, oh, I think it might be polycystic ovary syndrome. But she kept checking and I was like, what are you seeing? You know, she didn't say anything what she was seeing. She goes, yeah, I think you're right, because I'm seeing a lot of cysts here. I was devastated. Not because, oh yeah, I didn't even think about the infertility issue. I just thought, oh my god, like all these years I went through my life thinking it's in my head, maybe I'm crazy. And no, I wasn't crazy. I was right. I knew there was something wrong with me or with my body, and I should be getting my period and everything. But the doctor dismissed me saying I'm just shapely. And the other doctor also dismissed me saying, just take the pill. You'll be fine. I'm just gonna do my highlight, the Club Daddy Artist Couture, static highlight. I'm gonna use it with the Artist Couture highlight brush. Actually, I shouldn't put some on. It's really potent. Just gonna take it into my brow bone. Put some on my cupid's bow. Some as my inner corner highlight. So I'm just gonna smudge some eyeliner on. So this is the Kohl eye pencil and my e.l.f. smudge brush. Just there. So yeah, I just stayed on the pill thinking, okay, well, it's regulating. It was just regulating my body, right? Or my issue. I didn't do any further research. I just thought I was right. That's it. I got it. And I'm just gonna live my life. So I didn't think anything further of it. So I carried on taking the pill. So I was taking the pill from 16 and I think I was 22, 23 at this point, and I didn't think about the future. I just thought, you know, I'm just getting my period. I didn't know that if you're on the pill and you get your period every month, it's not a real period. It's just like, I don't know, a simulation. I don't know how else to call this, but it's not real, you know. And I didn't think about the future, like having kids and so forth. I just thought, oh, it is what it is. Now fast forward to, I think I was about 27, maybe about 27. I moved back to where I live now, so back home from London, and I thought, you know what, like, this is ridiculous. I was getting bigger. I was maybe like 80 kilos at this point. You know, I'm only 5'2", 5'3", so 80 kilos is a lot to carry as a small person that I am. Yeah, I was so depressed. I didn't think much of it. I just thought I have PCOS, I'm big, like that's just what it's gonna be. Yeah, so I gained more and more weight, which also messed up with my mental health as well as other things. But I didn't put it together, thinking PCOS is a hormonal issue, therefore my hormones are imbalanced, which can cause mental health issues, so forth. I was just extremely depressed. It didn't even click to me that, you know, this might be a correlation. I'm not saying like my mental health is all due to, or like mental health issues are all due to my PCOS, but it did play a major role in it too. So I moved back to where I live now, moved back home. Just thought, you know what, like I just did some more reading on it, and I was like, oh my god, like I'm 27, eventually I want to get married and have kids. I can't just be on the pill. So I went to the doctor. I wanted to talk about it, and he dismissed me. He's like, stay on the pill or don't stay on the pill. I was like, what about my polycystic ovaries? And he goes, literally. I'm so shocked. I still tell my sister or, you know, any of my friends about it, and they're just like, wow. Yeah, he's like, well, carry on taking it or don't take it. Just gonna quickly do my brows. So I'm gonna use the Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High. This one is all over TikTok. Who even am I today? Like, I'm trying to be like Gen Z. I'm just gonna quickly curl my lashes, but oh no, I'm not gonna curl my lashes because I've seen so many like videos of how this is amazing and whatever, so I'm just gonna use it. So yeah, he just said take it or don't take it, whatever, like just that's it. So at this point I was also talking to some of my other friends about issues, and there are actually so many girls that have it, and my friend also has Hashimoto's, which is also a thyroid and hormonal issue. So we were just talking about that, and she said like it might also be that like I might also have Hashimoto's. I might have like thyroid issues. There are different tests to be done, not just the basic one that my first doctor did. So I just did some more research. Yes, I had to learn about this all by myself online from other women that were talking about it, because believe it or not, these doctors actually have no idea about polycystic ovaries too much. I think you're supposed to just leave it and then do another coat. I'm gonna use my Morphe lip liner in Trendsetter, which is just a brown one. So we were talking about the possibility of me also having Hashimoto's, and then she sent me the book about it, so I read that. I'm gonna use Artist Couture lip gloss in Shameless, which is just a nude one. That smells funny. Is this a lip plumper? I feel like it's a lip plumper. It's tingling. Okay, let's do another coat. So yeah, I was talking to my friend about Hashimoto's, and I thought maybe I have that too. And then like I said, I stopped. Ow, I just poked myself. I just stopped taking the pill and just dealt with having period or no period. This is horrible. What the hell? Am I doing something wrong? Like, I don't get what the hype is about this. That's my makeup done. I'm just like off topic, but this is my natural hair, just curly. I've not put any products in besides my Olaplex, and I just let it air dry. So let's just carry on talking about it before I have to go eat my Sunday dinner. So yeah, I just stopped taking the pill, and at this point I was going through a rough patch. I was in this really toxic relationship. That's a whole nother story, by the way. I started doing keto. Boy, did that work or what. Like, that is super hard to do actually if you don't eat meat. Doing keto is difficult. This is not about keto anyway. This is about my polycystic ovary syndrome. Right, so this is me at 27, 28. I did keto. I lost all the weight I gained, actually, or majority of the weight I gained. I was down to 61 kilos. I was off the pill, and then once I started doing keto, I was getting my period. I was starting to get my period. It was painful as hell, but I was getting it. But they were lasting 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. You know, like every time I used to get my period, even if it's every 4 months or whatever, I would bleed for a long time. I've never had like a regular ass period, you know, like a regular, you know, when girls say like, oh yeah, I started my period, you know, a couple days later it's like, oh yeah, I'm finished. I'm just there like, I'm still on. It's still going. This is all thanks to TikTok, by the way. Like, so much stuff I've learned from all these women on there talking about it. And there's so many women that have PCOS, and I'm like, I'm not alone. There are actually so many women, and they all have the same story about going to the doctor knowing that there's something wrong with their ovaries or, you know, their period, and the doctor just dismissing them and just saying like, oh, here's the pill to just do nothing about it. My sister and I were starting to look at TikTok videos about PCOS, and there were a few women on there that were talking about myo-inositol. I started taking it I think my sister will discuss her own experience. I started taking it, and I think within maybe like a few weeks after, maybe a month after taking it, I started getting my period. So now I'm at the stage where I'm getting my period every month. And I've not actually been to the doctor since COVID, and yeah, this is like an ongoing issue. This is not like my miracle result, I've overcome PCOS. But let me show you the supplements I currently take. So yeah, with the myo-inositol, this is the second brand we're trying, with folate and chromium, it says. I just want to have a healthy body. So with Dr. Sabi, he was talking about Irish sea moss, bladderwrack, and burdock root. And then there have been some TikTokers, if I find their names, I will put it down, that were talking about those three, as well as sarsaparilla. I should have looked up how to say it. I started taking those as well. So I started with the capsules. I got it from Amazon anyway. Irish sea moss and bladderwrack, burdock root tablets, sarsaparilla root, and when I just started with the Irish sea moss and bladderwrack and burdock root, yeah, nothing happened. I was getting painful periods that lasted a long time. So I threw in this sarsaparilla, that one. And within 2 weeks, I got the heaviest period of my life. I was non-stop bleeding. Like, it was insane. But it wasn't painful. Like, it didn't hurt. Normally, I would be lying in bed. I would be in fetal position because it's so freaking painful. But no, not with this one. Not this time. I also started throwing in black seed oil because everyone said that black seed oil is like a miracle cure. It does so much stuff. Ever since taking it, I've been getting my period. It's not been painful. I've had a long ass period when I started taking the Dr. Sabi mix and the mix that these girls were talking about. I don't think burdock root or bladderwrack, one of them, is good if you're trying to conceive, but I just want to get rid of all the crap that's stuck in there anyway. But they were saying like when they took that mixture, they like their fibroids were coming out, all the fibroids, cysts, their endometriosis, all that issue, polycystic ovaries, all of that, like all their issues were kind of getting resolved. I also want to change my diet. I want to take out starches. I want to eat like a more healthy, balanced, plant-based diet. I want to take out all the fake meat, soy meat. I want to take out the dairy, white bread. So I'm back. I just had my dinner. Gonna put some more gloss on. Let's try this one. It's called Sugar Baby. I don't remember where I left off, but I think I was talking about my supplements. Well, so I'm gonna carry on talking about it. I might as well put some more eyeliner on. This is the Wet n Wild eyeliner, like one of those felt tip ones, in brown. Just trying out all those TikTok trends, right? I don't know if I touched on this, but I started taking those supplements and I was straight up bleeding for a whole month. I felt like it was getting rid of all the crap that was in there. I'm gonna carry on taking those and see where it goes. Like I said, I want to change my lifestyle, my eating habit, what I drink, cut out dairy, things like that, just because I feel like those supplements are natural and they're good for you. And you know, I don't want to just take supplements but like eat crap food or, you know, like unhealthy food for my body. I would like to, instead of take the supplement capsules, even though it's so much easier, I would like to try the Irish sea moss by itself. You know, when you like soak it in water, blend it so it becomes a gel, and then you just like have it every day. I don't think there's anything wrong with going natural. I like using natural supplements. So what I do is so in the morning I'll take my black seed oil, 1 capsule of black seed oil, burdock root, bladderwrack, Irish sea moss, and that sarsaparilla tablet in the morning, like when I wake up. And then when I've had my dinner, I will take my myo-inositol, 2 of them. Afterwards, at nighttime, before I go to bed, I'll have another black seed oil, Irish sea moss, bladderwrack, burdock root, and that sarsaparilla stuff. And yeah, I know it seems like a lot of tablets you're taking, but I think I prefer that over than, you know, forever taking chemical medication. I'm sorry if it's all over the place because I don't know how to talk about these things. I mean, the only advice I can give you is do your research, just stick to your guns. If your doctor tells you to just lose weight, just tell him to lose weight, because majority of the time it's the male doctors that just kind of dismiss you and tell you to go and lose some weight. But yeah, I hope I covered everything. If there are any questions, please do let me know. Hope you like the look, my little, you know. I'll see you next time. Bye.